Great, so now that we're all grown up, it's time to continue our adventuresome quest in Ocarina of Time. You can tell for yourself that Castletown didn't hold up long against Ganondorf and his evil hordes of humping zombies. Pretty much all the town folks left, with one exception. The so-called Poe Collector set up shop in town. He trades in ghosts or something, but tells me that he would have been having another kind of business if he was as handsome as me. A prostitution joke in a Nintendo game. I like it. There isn't much more to see in Castletown, besides checking out the old castle. Oh, Ganondorf turned it into his humble abode. I like what he has done to the place. Before we move on to save the 5 sages, let's take a look at what else changed in Hyrule. Why don't we check out the Lon Lon Ranch first? Look at that! Our old friends Epona and Malon are all grown up now.
Nice.
Those aren't the only things that changed. After Ganondorf rose to power, Malon's father Talon was kicked off the ranch. I don't really feel bad for him. And this guy, Ingo, took over. He's not too bad, to be honest. He lets me ride horses and do races against him. I even get to keep Epona as a prize for beating him. Okay, scratch that. He is a douchebag. Dude doesn't want to let me leave the ranch with Epona. But don't worry, I just have to commit Grand Theft Horse, and now I can travel Hyrule in style. Let's see what's my next stop. Kakariko Village. The people of Castletown moved here. Good to know. That lazy bum Talon also made his home here. What else changed? Well, this guy in the windmill is having a good time. He goes on something about a kid showing up at the windmill 7 years ago, playing a strange song on its ocarina. No idea what he's on about. He does teach me the awesome Song of Storms for my ocarina though. If I'm not mistaken, Impa's house should be here in Kakariko, so why don't we pay her a visit? Turns out that she isn't home, as she's taking care of something in the village's graveyard. I can't find her there, but I do find the late gravekeeper's journal. He wants me to find his grave so he can give me his stretching, shrinking keepsake? What? Oh, he's talking about the hookshot. Yeah, I gladly take that one. Is that all I can do in Kakariko Village? No. This lady wants me to take care of an egg, and once it hatches, I can use the cock to wake up Talon. Get your ass back to your ranch, you lazy bastard. Since I'm obviously an expert when it comes to cocks, the lady leaves a very special blue one in my care. Don't know what I have to do with that one. Maybe Malon can help me. You know, because of her experience with farm animals.
Nice.
She has no idea either. I guess the mystery of the blue cock has to wait to be solved. What else is going on in Hyrule? Well, Lake Hyol doesn't look good, but nothing much I can do here now. Same with the home of the Gerudos, the Gerudo Fortress, which I can now reach with Epona's help. The only thing I can do here is getting arrested, so let's get the heck out of here. Kokiri Village doesn't look good either. The Deku Tree is still dead, as expected. My old home looks fine, but nasty monsters are terrorizing my old friends. Well, I do call them friends, but they don't recognize me at all. Maybe those little elf girls can help me with my blue cock problem. Nope, guess there is nothing else to do besides making my way to the forest temple now. Sheik is waiting there for me to teach me a neat song on my ocarina. He teaches me the Minnow at the Forest, a magical song allowing me to teleport back to the dungeon. That's pretty neat. Sheik actually shows up at every temple, teaching me its specific song to travel there faster. What a nice guy. Okay, let's see what the Forest Temple has to offer us. The place looks nice, but it doesn't differ much from previous dungeons, except for the addition of locked doors and the small keys, and the usual big keys and boss doors. Nothing too difficult to do here. I get to fight some Skellimans, do some puzzles, and hunt some ghosts. This task is made easier by the weapon I get here, the fairy bow. I wonder who's the boss in this dungeon. Wait, Ganondorf? I don't think I'm ready for him yet. Oh, it's just a phantom. That's fine then. This guy's hiding in paintings gimmick is cool, and is actually kinda nice, inviting me to a game of ping pong. I obviously win the match and get to wake the first sage, Saria. That was totally unexpected. Saria promises me to help me later in my fight against Ganondorf, and to always be my friend. Ouch. Even in video games, being friend-zoned hurts. And would you look at that? My hard work bears first fruits. I get to meet the Deku Tree Sprout. He reveals the shocking truth that Roo is not a Kokiri, but a Hylian, left with the Deku Tree after his mother died. No shit, dude. With the forest temple's curse gone, things also go back to normal in Kokiri village. Even though the people here still don't recognize me. But Mido does kinda apologize to me. Great, that's one temple down. And I would move on to the second temple, the fire temple. But I'm sorry, that whole blue cock mystery is distracting me. Turns out that I have to show my cock to this guy in the Lost Woods, and he not only calls me a nice guy in return, but gives me a tasty mushroom in exchange for the rooster. Great, another item I don't know what to do with. I actually just have to bring this thing to an old lady in Kakariko village. She wants me to give it to her.
Nice.
I do get some special medicine in return. I have to go back to the Lost Woods again. Do I look like FedEx or something? The dude from earlier is gone now, and this little elf girl tells me the spooky backstory of the Lost Woods. Apparently, people without fairies are cursed to get lost in the woods, eventually turning into Stalfos soldiers. Spooky. She does take away my medicine, but I get a nice saw in return. Oh, I know exactly what I have to do with that. I just have to bring it to the carpenter to get a broken sword in return. What a shit trait. This is really frustrating, so let's move on with saving the world, shall we? My next stop is the Goron city. Nobody's here besides this guy, Roo. He is the Runya's son, and he's named after the greatest Goron hero of all time, me. Roo tells me that Ganondorf wants to make an example out of the Gorons and took them to the Fire Temple to feed them to an ancient dragon. Roo also gives me the neat Goron tunic, allowing me to withstand high temperatures and to even spend some time in lava. So next I head to the Fire Temple and even run into Darunia. He pretty much tells me the same thing his son did and asks me to save the Gorons kept in the temple while he goes on to fight the dragon. Why don't you just wait, dude? It would make things much easier for us. I guess not. Let me tell you, this place is dangerous. I have to avoid giant balls, and even the freaking doors are out for me. I do get a sweet new weapon though, the Megaton Hammer. Great for removing obstacles and activating rusty switches. It takes some time, but I do save all my Goron brethren and face off with the end boss of the dungeon, the subterranean lava dragon Volvagia. This encounter is more like a round of whack-a-mole than a boss fight, but I'm not really complaining. With the dragon dead, we can now awake the Sage of Fire. Oh look, it's Darunia! What a surprise! The Gorons are safe and sound back in their town, and now that Death Mountain isn't as dangerous anymore, I can explore it more. Whoa, that's a big Goron! This guy can actually help me out with my broken sword problem. But first, I have to bring him some eye drops. Are you kidding me? Screw this, I have more important things to do. Using that big Roo brain of mine, I deduced that my next stop has to be Zora's domain. Things are pretty chill here now. To progress, I first have to make my way through the nearby ice cave to get the iron boots. Sheik shows up too, telling me that a cursed beast in the water temple is responsible for the recent climate change. I don't know why, but he keeps doing these dramatic exits. Can't you just leave like a normal person? Guess I now have to go to the water temple. To get there, I first have to save the king of Zoras to get the Zora tunic. Combined with the iron boots, the tunic allows me to move freely underwater. Why don't we give it a little test run first? Oh, it's so peaceful down here. No endless trading sequence. No Ganondorf. No Hero of Time. No stupid Sheik and his ridiculous sexy butt. I don't think this tunic is working. Things are getting kind of blurry. Hey there guys, I'm just here to say I'm sorry for dragging out this review and making you wait yet another week for the next part. But I'm still trying to find my own style with these videos, and I do think that I can focus more on a game's mechanics and story if I divide longer games into separate videos. And as you may know yourself, Ocarina of Time is a long game. Plus, even though my videos look like shit, they do take a long time to edit. We will be back with Ocarina of Time next week, and that video will be the final one. I promise. Until then, bye bye!